All right, good morning. It is Friday, the end of the week, May 5th. We'll see what kind of action we get today, but nothing too crazy yet. Nothing too crazy. How you doing, Tamimi? Welcome to the stream. Good morning. Took a couple small trades on NBTX, small red. I attempted a breakout here. I got a small win here, and then a small win here, but didn't quite make back all the loss from the first attempt. But small red, today for me right now, sort of like being patient, kind of risk off for now, since yesterday was very choppy. I didn't have much follow through. So for right now, it's going to be risk off, small size, until we see something going. If we see something going, we can size up into a winner. If we see a good setup or a good stock. But today might be a day of just get small green, get out, and go enjoy the weekend. So it really depends, what we see. Sometimes Fridays can be big. Sometimes Friday we can get some surprise momentum. I'm hoping we see something around 9 o'clock. Right now it just turned to 9 o'clock. Maybe we'll get some news on something. Or maybe we'll get some news at the open on something. NBTX is kind of far off the highs here. We'll see what this one wants to do. NBTX curling up here. We'll stick with small size for now if we do take a trade on this. But it's putting in higher lows. And topping tail red candle, and that's never what you like to see. It seems like since the rate hike this week, Momo kind of dampened a little bit. The momentum kind of dampened because we had Top was, I think Top was the one that was keeping a lot of the momentum alive. Because we take a look over the past, I mean, this entire week from Thursday to Thursday, we had some really good momentum. This stock, this thing flew. This thing absolutely flew. And was holding up. I mean, still off the lows is still from $2 to $80. That's still like 500% or 1,000% still. Even though we did get this big sell-off, it was still up so much until, just recently, this thing came down like a rock. This thing came down so dang fast. Anyone who was short made a killing on this thing. You said break of 470 on NBTX should be good. NBTX, break of 470. Yeah, I mean, break of 470, then you're looking up towards 5 and then getting that breakout of 5. And we'll see how much farther it can climb. It's still so high, so far off the highs here, 35%, 36%. I've seen stocks, make a move off the lows here to new highs, but definitely, it needs to be strong. It needs to be a hot market. The market still, could be still hot. That's what I'm not sure. We're still coming off like a nice hot couple of weeks, so the market still could kind of give some decent momentum. So I'm still open to it. If something nice starts to pop up and I could size up into it. But I'm also very cautious because yesterday was very, very choppy, very hard to trade. So support at 462 if it can maintain above that level during market hours. 333 is a good pullback entry for a scalp if it dips at the opening bell. 333 or 430? Probably 433 you mean? Right off VWAP. Yeah, it could be a good dip because you're kind of riding this this ascending trend. So contract negotiations. So contract news is usually pretty good for decent momentum. But if it's just a negotiation, if it's still kind of in the works, if the contract is in the works and it's not like a done deal, it wouldn't be the best catalyst unless it's like an AI catalyst or like a cancer catalyst or something bigger. But even then, if it's still just kind of like talked about, entering final contract negotiations. So this is the news. I'll read it. I should do a video on the best news articles for low floats. Maybe that'll be my next video. But okay, Nanobiotics shares are. There's a typo in here. Are trading higher after the company announced it is entering into a final contract negotiations after agreement to a non-binding term sheet for development and commercialization of NBTXR3 with a major global pharmaceutical company. Okay, it's entering final contract negotiations. I mean, I'm not too eager to jump on it for that news. If it was like, okay, we have a contract with this company, and the company is like a bigger company that is well known, then that would be a bigger catalyst for sure. But if it just says like contract negotiations, I would still be cautious. I wouldn't be too bullish, like overly bullish and confident on it, but it could still give a decent move. PACW is one of the banking stocks that's having a tough time right now. We're having a nice bounce off the low. PACW could see a dead cat bounce. Let's take a look at the larger time frames. We did have a huge gap down here. So we might get that first green candle to make a new high. which we're actually forming right now on the daily chart. So we're really looking then to break this previous high of 4.4 and see if we get a move up to 5. Yeah, so 4.4. I think we could see a break of 4.4. Also want to be very careful though. This thing is on a huge backside. So if you get caught in the wrong side of the trade, this thing can flush down into a halt pretty easy. Been very volatile the past few days. I mean, this is nasty backside. This is another nasty backside. But it looks like we're curling up here for an attempt reversal. We'll see how high it runs from there. NBTX did just break out. NBTX. And wow, here comes a false breakout and high selling volume. You said the float on NBTX. Let's take a look at the float. Are you getting this from FinViz? NBTX. Yeah, 33 million float. So larger float. So that could also, it's going to require a lot more volume and a lot more demand to make a big move. And that's pretty much what that means. Yeah, I think you're right, Lewis. I think we could get like a brief pop on NBTX at the open and then have it fade. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. All right. Yeah, so Lewis, it looks like on Thinkorswim, it's showing after hours. Yesterday we had a high of 731. What broker are you using that's not showing the previous day? PACW could be a trade here to 440. PACW is not a low float stock. It's a larger float stock, banking stock, but it could be worth to trade it. I wonder if AGBA could be a move, because we did see a big move back in this day. And I wonder if it's going to curl up and squeeze out anyone, in this area between 3 and 350. Doesn't look like there's any news on it. But it is on my scanner. STRR. I think we had a big move on this before. Maybe. No. It's a penny stock. I don't know. MINM is also on the scanner. Very low volume. DBD. Penny stock. IMTE. Low volume penny stock. SMX. Very low volume. ADTX. A little more volume, but it is a penny stock. Let's see if we have news on the day. So we do have news on ADTX this morning at 8:40. Added text shares are trading higher after the company announced its subsidiary Adimune signed a clinical trial agreement with Mayo Clinic to study stiff person syndrome. Signs clinical trial agreement to study stiff person syndrome. A rare central nervous system disease frequently associated with other diseases, autoimmune disease. I don't know. It's worth to keep this one on watch because it does have a catalyst. has made a decent move in the past. I've traded it in the past. ADTX. You can see all my lines. It does have a very low flow ADTX. I don't know. This one's a potential. I'll keep that on the side chart. So right now we got NBTX, PACW, ADTX. Nothing A plus looking, so Jesus, SNGX. Oh my god. Whoever's short on this thing, oh my god, made a killing. $5 a share. We got about 8 minutes to the open. Today might not be a day to force it, for sure. It's a wild card day for sure. It's a wild card day. It's looking bleak. It's looking bleak. We have a call out for Fubo. Take a look at Fubo. BAOS is popping. Let's see here. Fubo, I'm not sure about Fubo. BAOS, 7 to 10, very light volume, but hitting the scans. Wonder if we have news on BAOS. It's already up though from 6 to 10. That's crazy. Very light volume. I don't like when that happens. I wish, you know, it gave at least some sort of tradable action here between 6 and 10, not just freaking just lightly gap up. Has no news. China stock. China. The China stock. Oh, it's a dead cat bounce. I do not remember this day because it was later in the day. I wasn't trading. BAOS made a big move a couple days ago. All right, we got about 2 minutes to the open. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please hit that thumbs up button. Also, subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber. Good luck today. Might be a wild card day. We're not sure what's going to happen. I'm just going to go into the open kind of open to momentum, but definitely going to be conservative for the beginning. So thanks for tuning in. See you guys in the next